Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Man United Agenda. Today, I'm Solo 7, and we're joined with Armando. Good morning. How are we doing?
Good morning, Solo 7. How are you?
Good morning. Good. I'm brilliant. But I'm upset at the moment about my club. So, guys, breaking news. It's to do with the European Super League now. Florence. You got Florence, who's basically going to be the chairman of it. Then you got Florent Perez. You're then going to have these clowns from Liverpool as well, haven't won nothing in 30 years. All of a sudden, they won a couple of trophies. And all of a sudden, now they want to do a breakaway Super League. You got the Glazer, Joe Glazer. You have not seen him. As Man United fans, we have not seen him, heard from him, nothing whatsoever. All of a sudden, he's draining money. The clubs are in financial problem at the moment. Man United almost 480 million in debt. But they want to break away from the Super League. You got Tottenham Hotspurs, who's never been to one Champions League final, and all of a sudden now they are a top 6 club in the Premier League. Arsenal line 9th in the league, and all of a sudden now Kroenke is not investing in Arsenal, but seems like they want to do this breakaway league. Now, with the league they're doing, this breakaway Super League, it's the way the Americans do this soccer. I'll call it soccer because it's the American version of it. Now, what that is, there's no relegation and there's no promotion within the league. So, what are my beliefs are the clubs at the moment are trying to dictate to the Premier League and each of their league, because you got to look at Man City. Quote me if I'm right or wrong. Man City, where was Man City before the oil money? Where was Chelsea before Abramovich?
With Ken Bates.
Exactly. He sold the club for £1. There you go. It just tells you everything you need to know. So what do you believe this is down to? Why this breakaway league all of a sudden?
Well, like you said, the driving force behind this is always money. And this is all breaking news at the moment. There's a lot of negative reaction and a lot of emotion as well involved. But this is something that's been going on behind the scenes for at least 20 years. This has always been on the agenda. You can see with stadiums like Arsenal moving to a new stadium, Tottenham moving to a new stadium. It seems like it's all been pre-planned, and the fans are oblivious to it. And just this announcement now, people who are not really in the know or not really been studying football for a long time, it's a bit of a shock to them. But football's a business. This is always going to be the driving force, money. The fans, we say we're the currency, but when it comes down to it, I mean, we're seeing today with all this announcement, it's not very good. It's not a good thing for football.
Yeah. So because we're Man United fans, with Joe Glazer and Man United, I don't understand why they come to this decision in coming out, and we are the lead. I think we're the leading guys behind it as well. Yeah. So they're pumping money out of Man United at the moment, and they put it into their franchise and housing and everything they're trying to build in America. But yet they're not backing each manager. So this season, if they go ahead with this Super League, can you see them backing Ole? Because I can't see him getting backed.
Well, I'm not sure about that. To me, that's irrelevant about the management. They don't really care. To be honest, they don't care about Man United winning. It's all about the profit, the money that you're making from the club. So all this thing about manager and winning, it's 2 different pages, Ron. With 2 different levels. They're thinking about money, success, the brand, and we're the fans here. We're thinking about success on the pitch and winning teams and winning trophies. It doesn't correspond, you know.
Yeah. So with this breaking away, I think UEFA have warned the Super League, so-called Super League or Super Sixes, that if they go ahead with it, people like Marcus Rashford will not be playing for England anymore.
Well, I think we need to calm down and just look at all the implications. What are the pros and cons here? Because I can't really talk on this until we revise everything. Little aspect of this. Because we're speculating, oh God, no more Premiership, no more Champions League. No, we just don't know what's happening. This is the early stages. Let's get. It's going to take a few weeks to settle down before we really know what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah. But like I say, this has been going on for about 20 years now. They've been discussing this for years and years and years, and it's finally come to fruition now. And I think they've already got it set up, because when you got teams like Arsenal and Tottenham in the mix, like you say, and 6 Premiership clubs, and only 3 from Spain and 3 from Italy. What about the other nations? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but with France, PSG basically they said no to it. PSG said no straight away to it.
I think when push comes to shove, money's involved. They're not going to lose out on that sort of money, are they? If you ask any club to be involved in with the money involved in all this kind of thing, they would say yes. So it's all about invitation. If you give an invitation, these clubs have. It's like I'm just reading. We're just catching up now. Man City apparently didn't want to be involved. Chelsea didn't really want to be involved. You know, because they've got their own generate. They can generate their own money, but they've sort of been forced into it because of the other clubs. They don't want to be losing out. It's business.
And the thing is as well for me, which is I'm looking at as well. When you look at like yesterday, we had Man United versus Burnley. We had Fulham versus Arsenal. This is what the football is all about. This is football, not what they. I don't want to go and I don't want to be watching Man United versus Real Madrid 3 times a season.
Yeah,
it's now becoming like the Scottish Premier League, where Rangers playing thingy 3 times a week.
Good shout, Solo.
So for me, and I look at it as well. They're having a meeting today with UEFA, and I honestly believe it's going to be something to do with more power. They want more power in their representative in their league, and that's what it's going to boil down to.
Yeah. Wealth is everything. It's destroying everything. So my thing to the fans, so-called fans out there, get this. Is what I'm saying. We are supposed to be the currency here. We're the ones who attend. We're the power. We're the ones who invest all the money. We buy the merchandise. We buy the scarves. We buy all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's we got a voice. We got some sort of power here. So when you go on your marches and you've got the energy to be throwing stones at Real Madrid bus and that kind of thing, you know, when you got the energy to do all that, why don't you put the energy, that same energy, into and the same energy to fighting and hooliganism and touring and marching for England and all that kind of thing? We're a force. Put that same energy and go to the streets and go and complain and go if you really feel this strongly about it. We're the fans. We're the currency. Let's get behind. Let's start a revolution here because we love the game and these guys don't really love the game. They love the Wonga.
Yeah, it's all. To be honest with you, I'm looking at it as 2 points of view. I'm looking at it as they're having this meeting at UEFA, and I think all the clubs, the so-called big stick, want a bit more power in the Premier League, in the representative league. I then also believe as well, it's all to do with money. Like you said, it's money. And these guys are greedy. The Glazers, greedy. Kroenke, greedy. Yeah? Tottenham, the owners, greedy as well. It's all about putting more money in their pocket. And it's going to come, don't get me wrong, the Premier League broke away from the old league. But at the same time, the way they formed it, it gave opportunity to other clubs. So they introduced the playoffs. They introduced like the teams that go down and then 3 teams come up. So it's an incentive with that. With this here, there's no incentive whatsoever.
Well, this is the same. There's the same structure is involved. You hear the guys talking about the football pyramid. I mean, where the money's all at the top and then you come down there. So if they're talking those sort of terms already, we know what this is about. And it's not a conspiracy. It's not a thing. There's facts. You can go back years and years and see this has been talked about for years and years and years. And it's all about money, and all the wealth is going to one section at the top with these top guys you just mentioned, all these people we never hear about at the club. So, like I said, it's time for a revolution, guys. If you love football that much and you're a real fan of football, then you can get out and give your voice. A bit like Gary Neville. He works for Sky TV. Maybe Sky invested in this. Should he be coming out and speaking like that? That's coming from the heart. That's coming from passion, whatever he feels. And he knows more than us about it. So for him to give that sort of emotional, heartfelt interview yesterday, that speaks volumes for me because he's invested in football. He owns a football club. And he's played football, but he knows it's all about the fans. So yeah, it's time for the fans to step up. Instead of supporting England, supporting your teams down, being tribal, be tribal towards the game and the grassroots because we all love this game. And let's not ruin it.
And before we finish off as well, looking at it as well, the players got to come out and talk. The manager has to, but because these players and the managers are owned by the owners, they're not going to say nothing. Yeah. So before we finish off now, we're going to just wrap up. So Mr. Fox, PSG and Bayern will definitely get involved. There's the rumours they're not getting involved at all.
They
They're
will.
not getting involved. American, was that?
Americanization of our
Yeah.
game is always going to happen. Just look at sports over there. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's true.
Franchises.
Yeah, everything's franchise. Everything's
Yeah.
franchise. But guys, listen, it's only a short show. We just jumped on quickly. Thanks for everyone who's watched. Thanks for all the comments. And I'm hoping this so-called Big Six doesn't happen because it's going to ruin the game completely. But guys, thank you very much. This is the Manu Agenda. On Monday, myself, Solo 7, guys. And we'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock for Studs Up. So, guys, thank you for watching. And
Have a good day,
great
everyone.
day, yeah, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.